This is EVS class for class 5 from NCERT. Today we discuss chapter number 5, Seeds and Seeds, and this is lecture number 1. Now first comes motivational quote. Today's quote is, "The roots of education are bitter, but the fruit is sweet." This is given by a great philosopher from Greece, Aristotle. Now the meaning of the quote is, when you learn any new things, then sometimes you become disappointed. This is the roots of education, and these are always bitter. Now, once you learn the new things and you easily handle this, then you are praised by your friends, parents, teachers. This is the fruit and it is always sweet. Now, students, what are the topics? First topic is what is seed, then parts of a seed. Then you have to know about different type of seeds, oil seeds, cereals, pulses, spices. Next you have to learn a new story. This story is based on Gopal. Next you have to read and write some questions and answers. Then there is an activity. From this activity you will know about the condition of sprouting of a seed. Next you have to do some homework and you have to perform activity number 2, and at last you will learn about small concept or brief concept of seed germination. Now, what is a seed? A seed is the small hard part of a plant from which a new plant grows. A seed is made up of a seed coat, stored food, and an embryo. So, seed comprises seed coat, stored food, and embryo. Now, see, what are the parts? Seed coat, embryo, and food supply. Now, seed coat is the protective outer covering of a seed. It protects the internal embryo and food supply from any external hurtings. Next, embryo. Embryo become the new plant later. Now, food supply provides the energy and nutrients for the embryo to grow. Look at the picture. This is the external covering and it is called seed coat. This is the internal things and it is called embryo. Embryo will become the new plant. And these are the food supply and it provides energy and nutrients of the embryo to grow. Now, if we look the picture, we can say that this is embryo, that is baby plant. This is food storage and the external covering is called seed coat. Now, if we look the real life picture, that picture of a lima bean. Lima bean is a type of a bean. Then we say that this part is embryo, that is little plant or baby plant. This is a part of food storage and the external covering is seed coat. Look, this is seed coat, that is external covering, and this is the internal parts. Now you have to know about different type of seeds, that is oil seeds, cereals, pulses, and spices. Look, now first comes oil seeds. Now oil seeds provide us oil. What are the names of oil seeds? Groundnut, black seeds, sunflower seeds, mustard seeds, castor seeds, sesame seeds. Sesame is til. Look at the picture. This is groundnut. This is black seeds. This is sunflower seeds. Then this is castor seeds and these are sesame seeds. Now come to the next, that is cereals. Cereals are the seeds which gives us food, that are rice, wheat, oats, corn, barley, rye, millets. Look at the picture. Oats, rice, wheat, corn, barley, rye, millet. Now come to the next, that pulses. Actually, students, we take pulses with cereals. So, what are the names? Red lentils, that is masoor dal. Small yellow lentils, moong dal. Whole black lentils, whole urad dal. Urad dal is a type of mas dal. Yesterday we read that mas dal is used for making papad. Then split chickpeas, that is chana dal. Then whole moong beans, and last split pigeon peas, that is tur dal. Now look at the picture. This is red lentils, then small yellow lentils, that is moong dal, then whole black lentils, that is urad dal, then split chickpeas, that is chana dal, whole moong beans, this is, then split pigeon peas, tur dal. So we learn everything. Another thing, whole moong beans, we use it as a sprout. That is, we soak them in water. And we will learn about sprouts after some time. Now, student, comes spices. Students, we use spices in different types of foods. And spices is a type of seeds. What are the spices? Cumin, black pepper, cloves, cardamom, fenugreek, coriander. This coriander is the leafy coriander. This coriander is the seeds of coriander, like this way. Now look at the picture. Cumin seeds, jeera, black pepper, kali mirch, cloves, that is lang, cardamom, elaichi. Then fenugreek, methi, coriander. Look, I told about coriander. This is not leafy. This is the seed. This is the picture. Now come to the next, that is sprouted seeds or sprouts. Sprouts means to grow. So sprouted seed means small growth on a seed. We sprout and eat moong dal. I told that we use moong dal, that is the whole moong beans, as sprout. Then chana, peas, fenugreek, nuts, etc. Sprouts are rich in protein, vitamin, fibers and minerals. So they are very good for our skin, eyesight, and also help to improve our immunity. Look, this is a picture of different sprouted seeds. Here it is groundnut, this is chana, this is peas, this is the whole moong beans, and its color is black because of the external seed coat. Now come to the next. This story is based on the Gopal. Now read. Gopal was waiting for his Moses family to visit them. They will be coming the next day for their holidays. He was thinking about all the fun and nice food that he would have with his cousins. Just then, his mother called out, Gopal, before you sleep, remember to soak 2 small bowls, that is katoris, of chana. Chana is gram. He was going to his Bua's house and would return only in the morning. Now students, when we soak any seeds, it absorbs water and it becomes more in size than the previous. Now, as he was soaking the chana, Gopal thought, how will 2 small bowls of this be enough for 8 persons? So, he soaked another 2 bowls of chana. When his mother returned the next morning, she saw that the chana were overflowing from the vessel. How much did you soak? Asked his mother. How did that happen? Wondered Gopal. You soaked too much. Anyway, it is good. Now I will cook half of them and leave the other half to sprout. Why? Because students, you just saw before some time that sprouts are rich in protein, vitamin, fibers and minerals, and it also helps us to improve our immunity, and it is very useful for our eye and skin care. So I can send this to your aunt. The doctor has told her to eat sprouts. That is why doctor recommended Gopal's aunt to take sprouts. Mother said she tied half of the soaked chana in a wet cloth and hung them up to sprout. Now, what are the questions? First, what things are soaked before cooking in your house and why? Now, in our house, chana, moong, rajma, soybean, dry pea, pulses are soaked before cooking. Now, students, if we soaked seeds, then it absorbs water, and by absorbing water, it becomes soft. And when it becomes soft, then it would be easier for us to grind or to boil. That is why it takes less time and also saves energy of us as well as the energy of our gas, that is the energy of gas cylinder. So this is written here, these things become soft after soaking. This makes it easier to grind them and to boil them. This helps in saving time and energy. Now next, what things do you eat after sprouting? We eat chana, moong, nuts, etc. after sprouting. How are they sprouted? They are soaked in water overnight. Then the water is drained out and they are suspended in a wet cotton cloth so that they can get air. How much time does it take? Chana takes about 36 to 48 hours to sprout, while moong takes about 24 to 36 hours. Nuts may take 2 to 5 days to sprout. Now, next, this is an activity. Now, what is the procedure? First, take some chana and 3 bowls. Put some chana in the first bowl and fill it up with water. So, first bowl gets only water but it does not get air. For second, put a damp piece of cloth or some cotton wool in the second bowl. And now you keep same number of chanas in it and you have to make sure that the cotton wool or cloth remains wet. So the second bowl is have some chanas and the chanas of the second bowl gets air as well as water. Now put the same number of chanas in the third bowl. Do not put anything else in it. Cover all the 3 bowls. Now for the third bowl, the chanas get only air but it does not get water. Now you have to observe this after 2 days and note the changes in the bowls. Now first bowl, this is the picture. Second bowl, this is the picture. These are the wet cloth. Now third bowl, this is the picture. Now what is the observation after 2 days? For the first bowl, it becomes swollen. For the second bowl, it becomes sprouted. For the third bowl, remains same. Now read. We make table and we write bowl number 1, bowl number 2, bowl number 3. Now first, are the seeds getting air? What I have said, for first bowl no, for second bowl yes, third bowl yes. Are the seeds getting water? For first bowl yes, second bowl yes, third bowl no. Now what changes did you see? For the first bowl, swollen. For the second bowl, white hair-like structure comes out from chana. That is, it becomes sprouted. For the third bowl, no change. Now, have the seeds sprouted? For the first bowl, no. Second bowl, yes. Third bowl, no. Now, these have to be done by your own as a homework. First, in which bowl did the seeds sprout? Students, you can easily answer this question just to look the table. Now, what differences did you see between this bowl and the other bowl? Now, next question, what are the conditions a seed needs to sprout? What I have seen for the second bowl, that the chana of the second bowl get air and water as well as it get temperature, that is warmth. So what are the conditions? The conditions a seed needs to sprout are air, water and warmth. Now, this is another activity. Every student have to perform this activity and you have to send this to me. Now, plant your seeds. You have to take a clay pot or a tin can with a small hole at the bottom of the can and with a wide mouth. Look at the picture. This is a clay pot. It has a wide mouth. Now, for tin can, you have to make a small hole, but for clay pot, no need because already small hole is situated. Now, fill your can with soil. Put 4 or 5 seeds of the same kind in the soil and press them gently. Now, students, if you take mustard, then you have to put 4 or 5 seeds of mustard and you have to put them in the same clay pot. So students, everyone have to take 4 seeds. And what are the types of seeds? Mustard, fenugreek, sesame, coriander. So all of you need 4 clay pot or 4 tin can. Then you have to take 4 or 5 seeds of mustard, fenugreek, sesame or coriander and you have to press them gently in the soil and you have to make 4 tables for 4 seeds. Now you have to write the name of the seeds and the date on which you planted them. Then the day you observe something coming out of the soil, start filling this table. Now what is the table says? In the table you have to write date, height of the plant in centimeter. Then you have to write number of leaves seen and if you observe any other changes, that is if the plant becomes dried or the leaves of the plant becomes yellow, that you have to write. Now students, another thing is written here. To find the height of a plant, use thread and then measure it on the scale. Actually last year students, you can remember that you measure different radius of different objects using threads. Here also you have to measure the heights of the plant using thread. Now next thing, you have to find out and write the answers of these questions. First, how long did it take for the plant to come out from the soil? So what would be the time? The date on which you planted them and the date when something coming out of the soil. Now, what was the difference in height of the plant on the first and second date? Then, on which day did the height of the plant increase the most? That you can observe from filling the table. Now, did new leaves come out of the plant every day? Was there any change in the stem of the plant? Now you have to write which seeds took the most number of days for the stem to come out of the soil. Which seeds took the least days to come out of the soil? Which seeds did not grow at all? Why? Did anyone's plant dry or turn yellow? Why did this happen? What would happen if the plants do not get water? You have to write everything and you have to send this along with the table to me. Now students, note these important facts. When seeds are put in the soil, they get water, air and warmth. Seeds change into seedlings. Now what is seedling? A very young plant that has grown from a seed. The process of developing a seed into a seedling is called seed germination. Now next day we will learn more thing about seed germination. That's all about today's session. Now students, everyone must complete all before attending the next session. For students, the plant of the seeds need more time. Okay, so you will send this letter, but without this you have to complete everything. Now that's all about today's session. Thank you students.